Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for always stopping by. And if you're a new subscriber, thank you for clicking. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support, for the love, and everything is sincerely appreciated. Guys, this is our first video with a tripod stand. See, my hands are free. I can easily demonstrate with my hands because my hands are free. So the shege have been reduced by 50%, like I said in my last video. And we have more to go. We have to get either a camera or a good phone and a speaker, a ring light, and all of that good stuff. Now today in this video we'll be discussing something some people try to shy away from, something people don't really talk about, and I might be breaking tables, but bear with me. Okay, I've written down a topic I title benefit of being the need to train both male and female. Don't mind me, I'm trying to read out a different topic. I wrote down different topics and I would want to dwell on this for the sake of this video. So now this particular video is the need to train both your male and female child or kids, wherever. So now, you know, oftentimes, like the eastern part of Nigeria where I hail from, there are certain things, you know, our guys are like mini god. Yes, that's how culture has made it to be, and we're not taking away that right from them. Obviously, we are never going to take it away from them, but there's a clause to that. A lot of guys, maybe the new generation male children, now, you know, see certain things as their rights, like they own up to certain things, like things that are not supposed to be norm, but they own up to those things. Now, for example, most times the male child, the male or fathers or husbands, you know, they are the breadwinner and they go through a lot, you know, going out there, making money, coming back home, trying to make sure the family is okay, everybody is fine and doing perfectly okay. But sometimes they just, you know, they tell it to you in your face, like they want to, they make it look, they are owning up to the wrong norms. For example, most times when your wife is pregnant, that pregnancy, now you give and the belly, your wife is pregnant, and because you already have this norm of, I'm a man, I'm not supposed to be seen doing certain things, you leave that woman. You know, I know the first trimester for most women is really hard and difficult, and some of our men tend not to care, like they don't care, it's not their business. Do you understand? Which is not supposed to be so. Who told you that if you help the woman to wash dishes or do the laundry or sweep the house, that you're reducing yourself? Who told you that? I've seen over time men that, what I'm saying now is like I've seen it over and over and over again, and that's why I decided to talk about it. Why will our guys like feel trying to help their wives do something is, you know, downgrading them? I don't understand. I think you even earn your respect, like you earn more respect doing that. There's nothing wrong in telling your wife, babe, today I don't want you to enter the kitchen, let me do the cooking, let me do, you know, let your wife relax, because I'm telling you, as a woman, it's not easy. It's not easy. You give birth to the children, you take care of them. Most women don't sleep at night, especially nursing mothers. They go through a lot. They don't sleep at night. You, the husband, you're already sleeping. you've fallen deep asleep, but this woman is awake trying to take care of the children, especially the newborn that don't even know morning, they don't know afternoon and night. They are trying to make sure that these children, they are okay. I know on your own part as a man, you're trying to, you're a breadwinner, you're trying to make sure the family is okay, but also consider your wife. Consider your wife in certain things. Okay, for some people that say, okay, they have money to pay maybe a help, it's still okay, it's still good and fine. In that case, even if you decide not to enter the kitchen, nobody should blame you for that. But you should, if you don't have, if you don't have a help at the moment, I think the burden and the cross should be between you and your wife, not just your wife alone. It's becoming one-sided, and I don't know whether I would say the death increase in women these days is on the high. Like, the stress is too much on women. Please, I'm begging us. I'm not a man, because I am begging the guys, I'm begging our husbands, I'm begging our brothers to please help out in the house chores. It doesn't make you less of yourself. It doesn't make you it doesn't enslave you. It doesn't make you look like you may know people consider you to be a slave. Like, it doesn't make you less of yourself even. I don't see it as maybe because I'm a woman, but even as a man, I admire men that, on their own, try to do certain things for their wife, house chores, cook. I enjoy it most when men, let's say your husband is back from the market. Sorry, your wife is back from the market, and you as the husband, you're trying to help her get certain things ready in the kitchen. Just stay with her. That is even a time when you guys will bond. Like, you tend to gist about what happened during the day, stuff like that. You guys, it gives you that opportunity to talk, because most times when you come back as a man, you're tired, you're already sleeping. The wife comes back, maybe she tries to make food, and after the food, she has retired to bed. There's no time to gist, there's no time to say anything till the next morning. Everybody is running out and rushing out again, to make ends meet. So these are little things that matter. These are little things that matter. Now, on the female part, I don't think it would be nice to, because your husband have done it once and you expect him to do it over and over and over again. That is where the problem comes. You hear certain men say, if I start it now, she will not feel is my right. She will not feel that is her right to, want me to do that, And I understand it, because oftentimes I have seen a lot of ladies, not that they are pregnant. They are not pregnant, that I would say, okay, they don't have strength to do certain things. They are perfectly okay. They are doing very well. But their husbands, maybe they ask their husband to, hey, honey, please help me do this. And your husband does it for the first time. The second time, you're already feeling, in fact, you're feeling entitled. You're feeling you're supposed to. This is what you're supposed to do. So why should I even remind you of doing it, And that's where the anger comes. That is what gets, our husbands, our guys angry, because you're feeling entitled. Like, this is what my husband should be doing. This is what you should be doing. I shouldn't remind you of doing this. Those are the things that, contribute to certain things. Now, on the guys' point, on their own part, even if you're not reminded of trying to help out, personally, I'm an advocate of the guys traveling. They should travel abroad. Even if you're married, but just travel and stay there for 1 month. Let me even know if you will not wash your dishes. Let me even know if you will not sweep your house. Let me even know if you will not do your laundry. Who will do that for you? Nobody. So sometimes I just feel I'm an advocate of just travel, get the experience and come back. When you're there, you will understand. Even buying African foods from African shops, easy. I heard that it's quite expensive. So imagine buying it, you're buying breakfast, you're buying lunch, you're buying dinner. Even if you decide to take just brunch and dinner, you know how much you're going to be spending. So that's why it's always good to, get accosted with these things, so that when you travel, it's not really a problem. I used to live with a family. Would I say live? I had my own house, but they were my guardian back then in Nsukka. And we bonded very well. They are I call them my brothers, like real time brothers, because they are just nothing short of brothers. And one of those days, the second son came to my school. By the way, I'm a graduate of from the University of Port Harcourt. So he came for, is it thesis or something? Something brought him, and it's something that has to do with his practical. So when he came, he was my roommate and I, that period, we decided to sleep in our classmate's house. Our classmates that happened to be our friend, because she's staying alone. So we just decided to give him that, leverage. He should just stay on his own. And fortunately for us, that was the exam. That was our exam period. So we usually, if you stay in this person's house, you go to the next person's own, and all of that. So one of those days when we came back, we just came to maybe pick one or two things and leave. He didn't stay to. He didn't even stay up to a week. So we just decided to pick one or two things and leave. So when we came in, the whole atmosphere changed. The aroma was, something that was being prepared was just, entering our nose, and we're like, where is this one coming from? Me personally, I know him very well. I know him. I know his brothers. I know what they can do. Like, there are, I think 5 girls, 5 guys, 5 boys, and 1 girl. So I know the training. I lived with them, so I know what he can do. So my roommate was now like, where is this aroma coming from? So as at then, he had one of the keys. We had 1 key. So when we entered, it was coming from our room. We entered the kitchen. See these sumptuous beans and plantain that this guy made. My roommate said, we no go leave this place until we taste this food. And that was how we sat down, started eating the food. My roommate now said, wait, but is it this guy that made this food? I say, you see, did he come with anybody? So he came alone. She said she don't think so. What am I trying to say? He could have as well said, okay, these people are girls, now they're supposed to cook food. It's not my business. He could have as well said, okay, let me just leave this thing. When they come back, they sort themselves out. But he just made sure he prepared something for us. That pomposity is not in him. Like, he felt that was the right thing to do. And that is one thing I admire about certain guys. Like, I have a soft spot for people that take, make conscious effort to, put a smile on their wife's face. I'm not talking about buying her everything in the world. Some people are not buoyant enough to buy those things. But these little things are things that matter. Those are things that when you do them, even the hardest, the heart-hardened, the most heart-hardened person will just fall for you. So I'm just an advocate of, people will get sense. People that have something up here. You don't need to be told. It's not because you married a wife doesn't mean you've enslaved her. So it's none of your business. Anytime you go and come back, you will see her. You don't even think she will change her undies. You don't think she will change her clothes. You don't think she have needs. You now feel and most people self do it because they see that you're working. I mean, that I'm working doesn't mean that if you give me things I will not take. I even enjoy, as ladies, we enjoy it when our husband give us something, not things that we work for, but when we have that pride when your friend sees this thing and be like, who bought it for you? You be like, my husband bought it for me, or my guy bought it for me, something like that. It makes you feel among. It makes you feel belonged. Do you understand? It makes you feel catered for. It makes you feel loved. Even in your quiet moments, you'll be like, man, this person is so nice. This person is amazing. You will be happy within yourself. You'll be asking yourself, okay, what will I do for this person? And what will I even do to make this person happy? This person have really bust my bubbles. This, stuff like that. So I think we have gone beyond this idea of women being enslaved. women being I don't know, I really don't know how to elaborate this thing, but it's the need for you to train both male and female. It can't be overemphasized. I know that there are females that don't even cook in their houses because they have maid, because they have nannies. They feel cooking is not necessary. From the family where I came from, I remember back then growing up, we used to have like 2 or 3 help, you know, because my parents are business people, so we can have 2 helps, one serving my dad, one serving my mom. And I remember back then that even at that tender age in primary school, my mom would say, don't pamper my children for me. Don't ever pamper my children for me. I don't want to hear because I don't want to hear that. If you're sharing house chores, give them, apportion certain things for them to do. Don't come and start saying because na madam pikin. My mother said that, and most times we feel she was trying to be hard on us, but now we are enjoying it. We are benefiting from it because my mom is not that person that because there is a help in the house, you now feel it's the person's right to do everything. You can't even call somebody a help or a maid to her hearing, or she will now feel if you're a younger help, she will make sure you eat before we eat. It's none of her business. Because tomorrow now, what they will interpret is, you don't give your children, you've given your children food, you're being wicked to your maid. She doesn't even like hearing that word maid. So if you're eating, whatever we are eating is what the person is eating. She's not even interested in whether, in fact, you know, that kind of training, that kind of family, that's where I come from. And that's why I feel, you know, people getting enslaved, for me, is a no-no. So I just want to remind us of what we already know. A lot of us already know this. I just want to remind you of what you already know and to tell us to keep doing good. Keep doing what is right and good, even as a male or a female. Don't feel entitled. Like the guys will be like, they are polygamous in nature. Who told you that I don't have feelings? Who told you that I don't have emotions? Who told you that me, if I cannot accept other guys that are chiking me? If you feel you're polygamous in nature, any girl that comes they want to have you as kingdom. So I'm an advocate of doing what is right, you know, as a male or a female. If you put myself in your shoes, if you do that thing and it's right before you, then if it's right before you and God, then it's possibly I would want to key in. So I just want to, like I said, remind us of what we already know. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and most of all, subscribe to my YouTube channel. A lot of things will be happening here. I'll be bringing in, you know, hot topics and people that will be putting on hot seats. Okay, for now, bye-bye.